Alrighty. So welcome to the 12th day of Christmas benching. Not sure how heavy I'm going to go, but for those of you that are making comments about, I don't know, I guess you can't do math. Even the numbers you come out with don't math up. I'll show you how this math happens. So currently, I have 375 on this. So the bar is 45. And I know sometimes it's hard to see what weight is on the side here, but we'll make this a little bit easier. All right, this is a 2.5. And you have to have these on the end to have a, no, 5 pounds. I'm sorry, 5 pounds. You have to have 2.5s on there to have a 0. So anything with a 5 is going to be the smallest plate. It's going to be a 2.5. This is the 2 1/4. Currently not on. All right. So the next one you see is a 10 pound. Now, we go from the 10 pound to the 25 pound. And these can vary in size depending on the type of weight you have. If you have, holes in them or things like that, they may be a little bit bigger. And then from the 25 pound, we have the rare 35 pound. And I say rare because I don't use these very often. Only here at home, only because I don't have more 45 pound plates. I have a 5th 45 pound plate, but I don't have a 6th one to go with it. And I do have 2 outside, but they're rusty and we're keeping them outside. I lift there too. So, this was 375, which I ended with yesterday. See all these weights? These are all 35s too. So I have lots of 35s, and I have a pair and an oddball on the 25s. Oh no, there's the other one. So I have 4 25s. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I have 5 35s. I used to buy weights from, so we're good. I used to buy weights from eBay, and sometimes when I go pick them up, they would have extra weights, and they'd say, oh, just go ahead and grab them. And, well, I did. I said, well, why not? You don't mind? I will grab them. So right now I got 2 1/4 on here. What I'm getting a lot of people coming up with weights that don't make any sense. Well, that's not 385, that's 285. Okay, well, explain to me how that works. Give me the weights. I did have one individual try to explain it, but then he realized, well, I got 310, not 285, and I don't know what those other smaller weights are. So shift everything up. So I gave him the math. And I had another one tell me about, well, if I use proper technique. Well, we're all built different. All right. I don't arch because my back doesn't do that. If I arch, my butt comes off the bench. So I don't arch when I bench. Those who can, great. You have the ability to do it. And I don't have any problem with that. Those of you that you arch greatly, well, okay, it's what the Federation allows. All right. But I'm a flat bencher because that's the way my back lays down. It doesn't bend that way. It never has. All right. I got very long arms. So keep my shoulders flared in, not comfortable to me. All right. I get very broad shoulders. So I bench the way I bench. Can the technique improve a little bit? I'm sure it could. But I've benched 480 pounds in the gym this way. All right, I've benched 446.4 or 202.5 kilos in competition. So I appreciate some of the comments, but we all bench differently. We're not all going to be a mirror of each other. The way I bench, I can't even use a slingshot to practice with because it's uncomfortable for me. I tried it one time. A good lifter in Peru had me try this out, and it just wasn't comfortable, and it was not something I was going to get into. So I always say just get in the gym and lift. All right, the weights I post are the weights I'm lifting. I don't need to make up weights. All right, you can look me up at openpowerlifting.org, and you'll see I've lifted more not that long ago, and I'll be lifting more again. Merry Christmas to everybody. Here's my Christmas shirt. You serious, Clark? And this is my 12th day of benching. And I am so happy. It's the 12th day. So, as before, because I've been benching for 12 days now, I'm just going to do a warm-up set of 5. Then I'll come back down and I'll probably do another set of 5. Might even do 3 sets. It's Christmas. I really don't have anything else to do except eat, lift, eat, and more lifting. So those who've been following me for a while, I appreciate the support. For those that you've just popped in, this is what I do. I lift, and I cook, and I talk about nutrition, sleep, and a healthy lifestyle, but still go out and enjoy yourself. A lot of times, when I see the comments on my channels or other channels, you know, oh, well, they're fake weights. Just because somebody lifts more than you, don't mean they're using fake weights. Oh, you're on juice. I'm not on juice unless you count orange juice or apple juice. Well, when you say juice, I understand what you mean. I had to look it up the first time. I'm not on tea. I'm not on TRT. I'm not on TNT. Okay? If you are, that's fine. You're adult, make adult choices. I have no problem for those who are on them. I'm not on steroids. I don't want to assume the risk. I know people that are. They're adults. All right, a lot of them have a doctor. They go and get their blood tested and make sure they're staying healthy. I don't have an opinion about that either. I eat a lot of food. I eat a lot of eggs. I drink a lot of milk. And I lift heavy weights. And I've been doing it for 50 years. That's why I do it. It's not ego. All right, I compete. I'm competing in March at the Arnold's. Kind of one of those bucket list things I want to do. And I want to make sure I do well. So I'm really concentrating on my bench. And when you concentrate on something, you kind of let the other ones go to the side a little bit. But I do militaries, I do deadlifts sometimes, I do arms, and sometimes I go on leg machines and stuff like that. But this is my claim to fame, this is what I'm doing. So they're all real weights, they're all real lifts, the real bar, my basement. All right? So just because somebody does more than you, I'm watching guys online that are benching 500, 600, 700 pounds. All right? I don't sit there and go fake weights. I go, that is amazing. All right? Because as a fitness community, we should be supportive of each other. We shouldn't be petty, and we shouldn't be jealous, and we should sit there and research something before we go out and make a comment. All right? Know before you yap. All right? It takes literally 5 seconds to go to my profile. And all that information's there. It takes maybe 30 seconds to go to openpowerlifting.org and look me up. So get educated before you try to act like you know something, because you'll avoid a lot of embarrassment that way. So I hope this was helpful. I'll be back to do my next set. All right, I'm back. So another set of 225 just to warm up. I might do 3 of these. I got all afternoon. I got the roast in the crock pot with onions, potatoes, carrots, celery. I bought that Better Than Bouillon vegetable stock and beef stock. I got that in there for flavor. I think we're gonna have crescent rolls. And if I get really, really energetic, I'll throw a can of corn in there just to beef it up a little bit. But it's a big roast, so it's been cooking since about 9 o'clock this morning. I think it's around noon now. So give it about another 3 hours, it'll be good eating. And that's part of the nutrition. Eat calories. And the second set always feels easier. I'm going to do a third. Just because I have the time. And I've been eating a lot. So I'm going to kind of do that and just take my time with this. Hoping everybody's having a very good, very, very Merry Christmas. And looking forward to the new year. Remember, you don't have to wait till January 1st to make health changes. You can do that tomorrow. Alrighty, so here we are for our third little short set at 2 1/4. Sometimes it helps to warm up a little bit more. There we go. So now we're going to add the 35s. And that'll bring it up to 295. There we go. We'll come back down here for 295. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, 295. I might do this 2 different sets. We kind of take our time doing this. There's no rush. I don't have to work. I don't have to do nothing. The food's cooking itself in the crock pot. Alrighty. So we're going to do another at that set. We're not going to jump up yet. I'm going to kind of take my time. Enjoy the process. So we're staying at 295 for this set, and we will add 25s to it. We'll go to 345. Alrighty. Now we add 25s to it. Next lift will be 345. Alright, so it's the 12th day of Christmas. It's actually Christmas. And I got 345. Not sure how heavy I'm going today. It's been a long 12 days. Ugh. And I'm feeling it. I figured what the heck. I'll do a double. And judgment time. What will we do? I put 380 on there. I was pretty happy with that double rep of 345. And we'll see how it goes. Woo! All righty.
There you go.
I'm happy with it. Five more than I did yesterday. And that's where I'm going to hold up at. It's now time to take a couple days off and let everything heal. We don't usually bench heavy 12 days in a row. And probably will not repeat this ever. But it was an experience. Sometimes you just got to challenge yourself, make some challenges up in there, and I appreciate Michael for keeping me on target and keep me motivated to get this done. So everybody wants to get a Merry Christmas. And on the 12th day of Christmas benching, I went up to 380.